Happy morning to you all, my dear students. Now we are in the section 2 of the lesson When the Trees Walked. You see, read this section silently. Underline the most important events of the story. Discuss what you have underlined with your partner. Did you underline the same sentences discussed in class? But here, you too read the section silently, underline the important events only. Afterwards, you discuss with your friends whether both of you underline the same sentence. Okay, my dear students? Now, grandfather wasn't content with growing trees in our compound. He was not feeling fulfilled because he want more trees. During the rains, he would walk into the jungle beyond the riverbed armed with cutting and saplings which he would plant in the forest. Whenever the rain came, he walked into the jungle, especially beyond the riverbed. He put many saplings there, but no one ever comes here. But in his house, nobody comes here. I had protested. First, I opposed the first time we did this. Who's going to see them? The trees, plants in the jungle, who did you see them? See, we are not planting them simply to improve the view, replied grandmother. First time I opposed why you have to go to the jungle and plant more saplings. If anybody see there like that. But my grandfather replied me, we are not planting them to improve the view. We are planting them for the forest and for the animals and birds who live here and need more food and shelter. Not only for good view, especially for forest and for the animals and birds to get good food and shelter. Of course, man need trees too because we need fruits, vegetables, everything now to keep the desert away, to attract rain. Actually, when we plant more trees, we'll get more rain to prevent the banks of rivers from being washed away. For fruit and flowers, leaf and seed, even we eat seeds and leaf also. Yes, for timber too, we use this timber to build houses, but men are cutting down trees without replacing them. And if we don't plant a few trees ourselves, a time will come when the world will be one great desert. Yes, my dear students, it is our duty to plant more trees in our place. Okay, my dear students, because the trees give what? Many fruits and flowers, even the leaf and seed also useful for us. Even the timber, with the help of the timber, we built houses. The thought of a world without trees, you just think, my dear students, if there is no trees in the world, what happened? Become a sort of nightmare. What is nightmare? A frightening dream. Whenever we sleep peacefully, if any ghosts come in our dream, what will happen to us? And I helped grandfather in his tree planting with greater enthusiasm, with greater interest. And while we went about our work, he taught me a poem by George Morris. When I and my grandfather was working together, he taught me a poem written by George Morris. Woodman, spare that tree, that means save that tree. Touch not a single bough, don't touch even a single branch. In youth, it sheltered me. Whenever I was a child, it gave shelter to me, and I'll protect it now. And this is the time for me to save the tree now. One day, the trees will move again, said grandfather, and this is the poem of George Morris. They have been standing still for thousands of years. But there was a time when they could walk about like people. Yes, my dear students, if we plant more trees, then that is a good help for our future generation. Then along came an interfering. What is meant by interfering? Stopping. Busybody who cast a spell over them, rooting them to one place. But they are always trying to move. Which one? Saplings. See how they reach out with their arms. And some of them, like the banyan tree with its traveling aerial roots. You see, the banyan tree is the biggest tree. The roots managed to get quite far. That root moved from one place to another place to get more water. We found an island, a small rocky island in a dry river bed. It was one of those riverbeds so common in the foothills which are completely dry in summer. Even our place also completely dry in summer also, my dear students. So here also we found an island. This island is full of small rocks. In summer it is very very dry, but flooded during the monsoon rains. Whenever the rainy season came, that dry place became flooded area. A small mango tree was growing on the island. Yes, my dear students, what is growing on the island? A small mango tree. If a small tree can grow here, said grandfather, so can others. So if a small tree is capable for a grow in this island, so everybody can live in this island as soon as the rain set in, because when we plant more trees, it welcome rain and save the soil erosion. And while rivers could still be crossed, we set out with a number of tamarind, labanum, colorful flowers trees and coral tree saplings. Different colors, yellowish and pink color flowers are in the saplings and cuttings, and spend the day planting them on the island. If we plant more trees on the island, it turned into a beautiful place in the world. Okay, my dear students, did you understand what is the use of the trees? So you too plant more saplings and also take care of the plants and trees. Okay, thank you, my dear students.